You never know what mess is hiding in your cooling fan until it breaks. That's what Chad Volk learned one rattling afternoon in Lake Crystal, Minnesota. A sleepy blip on the American road map where engines groan like dying heroes and forgotten things lie dormant under hoods and dashboards. And that's where his story begins. Under the airbox of an SUV, amid grease, dust, and a decade's worth of vehicular confessions, with the discovery of a long lost wallet. Not just any wallet, a time capsule, a Ford Assembly Worker's ID card, lottery tickets soaked in the ink of failed futures. Gift cards totaling $250 remained untainted and unspent, awaiting the arrival of Christmas. Richard Guilford's past packed tight like dynamite in stitched leather, after 11 years rising now in the hand of a mechanic who'd rather be fixing radiators than stumbling into a Hallmark plotline. I don't know if it was a miracle, but it showed up on local news, sandwiched between sports scores and squirrel on a water ski puff pieces. But this is true. America is built on things we lose. Socks. Fathers, sanity, and yes, wallets. This wallet surfed the asphalt tide across 3 states and 150,000 miles of brutal mileage, gritting its teeth through dealerships, auctions, and the inquisition of time itself. It survived the chaos that eats most memories alive. And here's the kicker, it still mattered. That's the savage truth that sneaks up on you. The sentimental punch in the jaw. We lose things, sometimes on purpose, more often by accident. And when they come back, years later, they crash through the perimeter of our grown-up composure. Suddenly, we're face to face with the selves we were, with the intentions we once carried around in our back pockets. Guilt, joy, memory, all blooming like mold on old bread when something resurfaces. Objects hold memory the way soil holds rain. They absorb our gestures, our habits, our hope. A wallet isn't just a container for cash. It's a traveling companion for your identity. IDs, cards, family photos, even those old lottery tickets. They aren't just junk, they're narrative relics. They say, I was here, I believed, I cared. So when something like that comes back to you years later, it's not just the object that returns, it's the whole you story. And in a world engineered to forget you the second you stop producing, that kind of return can feel like resurrection. This is the twisted romance of material culture. It decays like us, but slower. It lingers. It remembers when we forget. In Guilford's case, a man who once stood among 2,000 cars in search of a lost piece of himself at the time it happened, it's proof that something endured the onslaught of entropy, that against the odds, some fragment of his old life remained loyal. So when Chad Volk, mechanic, accidental time traveler, decided to track down Guilford and hand-deliver his own past to him, it wasn't just about honesty. It was about a breach in the matrix, a rip in the scripted machinery of daily life where something irrational, beautiful, and absurd could leak through, like a divine joke, like the ghost of intention showing up to say, "You're not done yet." It pleases us. Yeah, it pleases everyone watching from behind their phones or slumped on couches, because it reminds us that not everything is lost forever, that the world still turns up odd grace in the most utilitarian places, an engine bay, a post office, a 50-second video on a local affiliate that somehow feels more human than all the think pieces money can buy. Hunter S. Thompson once wrote, "Buy the ticket, take the ride." What he didn't say is sometimes you forget what you bought, and one day a mechanic hands it back to you with a grin like, "Hey, did you drop this?" And incredibly, you did.